welcome to DD News. I'm Radhika Verma. Let's have a look at the news in detail. NCP Chief Sharad Pawar yesterday said that he will ask Maharashtra Chief Minister to accept as Deputy Chief Minister. He said the resignation of NCP ministers have been rejected and they would resume their official duties from Saturday. Yesterday clarified government's position in light of Supreme Court's opinion with regard to presidential reference. Finance Minister P. Chidambaram stated that the court had answered 5 out of 8 questions. The government said the position it had held over the last 2 years had been confirmed by the
We are happy that the court.
Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh yesterday released a detailed roadmap for implementation of direct cash transfer of the subsidies under various social sector programs. The Prime Minister have been designed for the dealing with issues related to IT. The Supreme Court yesterday pulled up the Karnataka government for not following the directive of Kaveri River Authority to release 9,000 cusecs water to Tamil Nadu. The Apex Court warned Karnataka that if it failed to comply with the orders of the authority headed by inquiry against unknown people in the alleged irregularities in coal block allocation to joint venture companies. This is the 3rd preliminary inquiry registered by the CBI in its ongoing probe with regard to coal block allocation. Specific about the coal block allocation made by the coal-rich states since 1993. Sources said these states had allocated coal blocks to private companies after they entered into joint venture with public sector undertakings for use of coal blocks for non-captive use. The preliminary inquiry will look into allocation of coal blocks and awarding of contracts for formation of joint ventures by government companies under the government dispensation category from 1993 onwards. Former National Security Advisor and key aide to former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Brajesh Mishra, passed away in New Delhi on Friday night. He was 83. From 1998 to May 2004, he served as the National Security Advisor. He was the first National Security Advisor of the country. During the NDA regime, he was considered to be among the most powerful men in the Prime Minister's office. Brajesh Mishra was ambassador and India's permanent representative in Geneva and India's ambassador to Indonesia. He was also India's permanent representative to the United Nations from June 1979 to April 1981. He was awarded Padma Shri, the 4th highest civilian award in the year 2011. Senior BJP leader L.K. Advani yesterday advised his fellow party men to speak in one voice and avoid the tendency to speak in multiple voices. Valedictory session of the National Council meeting in Surat emphasized that BJP is known as a party committed to probity in politics and governance, and there should be no compromise on this issue. On this occasion, actress Vidya Balan said that the contribution of women in ensuring proper sanitation is crucial.
अगर हम अपना पोजीशन जो है एक ऐसे काम के लिए इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं जिसकी वजह से और लोग इस बारे में जान सके, उनको जानकारी मिल सके, उनके सोच में कहीं बदलाव आए, तो निर्भरता हो या जो भी हो, मुझे खुशी है कि मैं इसका एक हिस्सा हूँ.
And yesterday was the 184th Gunners Day or Artillery Day of the Indian Army. Nandita Dagar looks back at the history and major milestones of the Indian artillery.
92-year-old veteran and artillery officer Lieutenant General J.F.R. Jacob is laying a wreath at the Amar Jawan Jyoti on the 185th Artillery Day. The oldest Indian artillery unit was raised today on 28th of September in 1827 and has since been celebrated as Gunners Day. The Indian gunners saw action in the First World War in East Africa, Gallipoli, Mesopotamia and Palestine. Havildar Umrao Singh took on the Japanese in the Second World War with his gun rammer to save his gun. The Second World War led to decorations such as Victoria Cross, 1 George Medal and 15 military crosses for the Indian gunners. Post-independence, the Indian artillery was baptized with fire as they used their 3.7-inch howitzers to drive off infiltrators on the Srinagar-Baramulla road. The regiment of artillery is today at the forefront at the highest battlefield on the face of this planet, Siachen, since 1984, and here the regiment earned a host of gallantry awards, including the Mahavir Chakra, and remained true to its motto of Izzat-o Iqbal. But how can we forget the Kargil war less than 13 years ago? Its Dil Mange More spirit was the answer to India's courageous young soldiers and the Bofors guns that boomed out Pakistani regulars and mercenaries.
I joined the army in 1941. I spent 5 years in World War II. I joined the regiment then. It was known as Royal Indian Artillery. After the war, it shed Royal. I've been with the regiment. The regiment is one of the finest in the world. It is my regiment.
Flew in Kiran jet trainer for about 20 minutes after taking off from the training academy in Dindugul on the outskirts of Hyderabad. The aircraft is used to train rookie pilots. Sena described the experience as dream come true. In recent years, the IAF has been honoring sportspersons for their achievements in their respective fields and has granted them honorary ranks. Most respected playback singers Lata Mangeshkar turned 83 yesterday. A quick look at the top stories once again. Over India by 9 wickets in a crucial Super 8 encounter. In another Super 8 clash, Pakistan beat South Africa by 2 wickets. That's all for our news. For more news updates, namaskar.